Men are so simple and so much inclined to obey immediate needs that a deceiver will never lack victims for his deceptions. It is double pleasure to deceive the deceiver. One who deceives will always find those who allow themselves to be deceived. Nothing is of greater importance in time of war than in knowing how to make the best use of a fair opportunity when it is offered. There is nothing more difficult to take in hand, more perilous to conduct, or more uncertain in its success than to take the lead in the introduction of a new order of things. Tardiness often robs us opportunity and the dispatch of our forces. It is much more secure to be feared than to be loved. The new ruler must determine all the injuries that he will need to inflict. He must inflict them once and for all. A son can bear with equanimity the loss of his father, but the loss of his inheritance may drive him to despair. One change always leaves the way open for the establishment of others. How laudable it is for a prince to keep good faith and live with integrity, and not with astuteness. Every one knows. Men are so simple and yield so readily to the desires of the moment that he who will trick will always find another who will suffer to be tricked. Where the willingness is great, the difficulties cannot be great. Of mankind we may say in general they are fickle, hypocritical, and greedy of gain. God is not willing to do everything, and thus take away our free will and that share of glory which belongs to us. If an injury has to be done to a man, it should be so severe that his vengeance need not be feared. Among other evils which being in harm brings you, it causes you to be despised. A prince never lacks legitimate reasons to break his promise. Benefits should be conferred gradually, and in that way they will taste better. Men shrink less from offending one who inspires love than one who inspires fear. Men in general judge more from appearances than from reality. All men have eyes, but few have the gift of penetration. We cannot attribute to fortune or virtue that which is achieved without either. The wise man does at once what the fool does finally. Entrepreneurs are simply those who understand that there is little difference between obstacle and opportunity and are able to turn both to their advantage. There is no surer sign of decay in a country than to see the rights of religion held in contempt. It is not titles that make men illustrious, but men who make titles illustrious. He who wishes to be obeyed must know how to command. Never was anything great achieved without danger. Good order and discipline in an army are more to be depended upon than ferocity. To understand the nature of the people, one must be a prince, and to understand the nature of the prince, one must be of the people. Politics have no relation to morals. The first method for estimating the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the men he has around him.